Discuss about single pulse width modulation technique in single phase inverter, full bridge inverter. For a normal single phase inverter, we can see that the output voltage is positive Vs for 0 to pi and negative Vs pi to 2 pi. Now the RMS value of this voltage Vrms equal to Vs, and Fourier series expression for this output signal is V output equal to 4 Vs by n pi sin n omega t, and the n value is 1, 3, 5, or only odd harmonic will be there. Now from there we can see that for a single phase inverter we cannot control the output voltage. For fundamental output voltage V, for fundamental frequency, if in supply our output frequency is 50 Hz, for 50 Hz signal fundamental output voltage will be 4 Vs by pi sin omega t. For third harmonic, 4 Vs by 3 pi sin 3 omega t. From there we can see that we cannot control the output voltage of first harmonic or third harmonic or fifth harmonic, so on. To control the output voltage of first harmonic or third harmonic or fifth harmonic, any higher order harmonic, we can use single phase pulse width modulation technique. So we can now we will see that how we can control the output voltage of this inverter. Now for single pulse width modulation technique, we use reference and carrier signal to these switches. Suppose this is carrier signal, this is reference signal. Now what we will do, we apply this reference and carrier signal to a comparator. Reference signal, carrier signal. When reference signal value is greater than carrier signal, then T1, T3 will be on. And again for negative cycle, when carrier signal value is greater than reference signal, then T2 and T4 on. Then our output voltage will be, when T1, T3 on, then output voltage will be this much, and when T2, T4 will be on, then our output voltage will be this much, and let the width of this signal is 2D and 2D. Now we can see for normal single phase in full bridge inverter, we have a output voltage 0 to pi and pi to 2 pi. Now we have a voltage 2 2D and 2D, let it will be 90 degree, 2D equal to 90 degree or 60 degree. It depends on carrier and reference signal value. For electronic student, you may have studied that in communication modulus index, MI we can denote by MI index equal to reference value by carrier value. So now our output voltage is like this. If we analyze this, the RMS output voltage is now Vrms equal to Vs by, if the width is 2D, root over 2D by pi. We can see that for every half cycle we have only one pulse, and for negative half cycle we have also one pulse. Now for normal sinusoidal normal single phase full bridge inverter, RMS value how much? Vs. Now Vs by root over 2D by pi. The output of RMS value is now changing because RMS value depend on 2D. Is this pulse width depends on this pulse width, and we can control the pulse width by carrier signal and reference signal. Also, if we analyze the Fourier series, then the fundamental value is V01 V output voltage equal to 4 Vs by n pi sin nd into sin n omega t. Now we have to be more careful about that. The sin nd term is coming. For normal single phase full bridge inverter, this term is not coming. Now by this term we can control the harmonics, because if we want to eliminate the third harmonic, then nd value equal to how much? 180, because sin 180 we know 0. So V03 equal to 4 Vs by 3 pi into 0 into something. So we can eliminate the harmonic. Then the pulse width value will be n equal to 3, d equal to 180 degree, d equal to 60. If the pulse width value is d equal to 60, then 2d equal to 120. If we control the carrier and reference signal such that the 2d value will be 120, then the output voltage don't have any third harmonic component. From this pulse width modulation, we can, what is the advantage of this pulse width modulation? We can eliminate the lower order harmonic, because in output signal lower order harmonic, if lower order harmonic will increase, then total harmonic distortion THD will be increased. Because higher order harmonic we can rectify it by using a filter. By using a low pass filter, we can eliminate the higher order harmonic. For lower order harmonic, only first harmonic, we know the fundamental harmonic will do the work, and third, fifth, seventh or more higher harmonic, 9th, 13th harmonic, it will hit the inverter. Heating problem will be there in inverter. So the main advantage of PWM technique is we can eliminate the third harmonic, lower order harmonic, and output voltage can be controlled by reference and carrier signal. If we want to control the output voltage, then we can use single phase pulse width modulation. Now if we want to eliminate fifth harmonic, then what is our width value, pulse width value? Then we can use as ND, this term ND equal to 180 always, sin 180 equal to 0, n value is fifth harmonic, we want to eliminate the fifth harmonic, d equal to 180, then d equal to 180 by 5, and for 2d value equal to 360 by 5 means 360 by 5 means 72 degree, I think. If then 2d equal to 144 degree. If we if we set the reference and carrier signal such that 2d value is 144 degree, then we can eliminate fifth harmonic. If fifth harmonic eliminated, then the THD value, total harmonic distortion value, will be decreases, because THD means root over RMS square minus first harmonic square by root by first harmonic. So always we want to decrease the harmonic value. So so main advantage of PWM technique, that we can eliminate lower order harmonic, but higher order harmonic may increase, but we can eliminate by using filter. Okay.